Hello, guys. Hey, Woofy. Hey, Apple Bottom Jeans. Hello, Broken Dishes and TJ Cook and Mark Klein. How are you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. It took me a minute to get going, and I'm a little bit shaky. I haven't ate like I should today, but yeah. I thought, I don't have anything super formal planned, but I do have a few things that I want to show you guys, talk about. And I have a few clips that I want to watch with you guys and get your opinions and kind of give mine too. So I think most of you that are here know, but for those of you that don't, Summer Wells is, hey Delaney, a 5-year-old little girl who went missing on June 15th from Rogersville, Tennessee. She's 3 feet tall and 40 pounds, and her case was getting a lot of attention, but right now there's other cases that are kind of getting more attention, and I just wanted to talk about Summer. So I was going through social media and other things to try to find information to bring you guys or something to talk about. Just 1 minute, you guys. Okay, sorry, you guys. Yeah, the doors are so thin in this room that you can hear everything. So that vacuum, I knew it would drown me out. But anyway, so Summer, her case was getting tons of attention, and then when Gabby's case happened, it kind of died down a little bit. But I do believe I heard that her family is going to be on the Dr. Phil show. Now, that's not 100%. It's not verified. I've seen it several places. I don't know if it's another YouTuber called Crime Stories Obsessed. They actually posted about it. For the record, her case it never got a lot of media, like mainstream media, but I meant like on YouTube. I wish that it would get it is verified. Awesome. Thank you. I wish that it would get the attention of mainstream media, and maybe now it will. But hold on just a minute. I want to link something in the description I totally forgot to do. Woofy. I did find a few interesting things that we could talk about. Took clips from that new interview with Dawn, which I can't wait until they go through and kind of. I'd never watched that channel before, but I really want to hear their analysis of the situation. What are you guys up to this weekend? Let's see. I want to make sure I link the behavioral panel in the description, which I hadn't done yet, just because, we're going to watch a couple clips of it. I didn't take a ton because I want you guys to go and watch it yourselves if you haven't. That's what this visual on the 15th is for also, so we can get a media blitz worldwide. That's amazing. I thought about going down there for that. See, I am coming down to Tennessee. I really want to do it before it gets too cold. But my mom had an unexpected illness. That's where I'm at now. So I'm filming in this little room, like on a futon downstairs, just when I can. Let's see. Okay, what I'm going to do is link it in the chat, and then after the show, I will put it in the description. My stomach's growling, y'all. I'm hungry. I'll put it in the description. Okay. Oh, thank you, Justice for Summer. I appreciate that. I saw that, which that's really awesome. That's a little bit of mainstream coverage. Now, if she could just get some more, I'm so glad. Like, that's awesome that you guys are doing everything you're doing. Thank you for that. I appreciate it a lot. Sorry, my 4-year-old trying to come in here and getting in trouble. Oh, thank you, May Hazel. Thank you, Bodine. I appreciate that. So, okay, first thing I want to talk about. Now, I don't know. So I'm just showing you what I found. I did, when I was doing like a social media, I was trying to find anything that I could talk about this case, anything. And I did find a couple interesting things, but one thing I did notice was that Candace has a lot of different Facebook accounts. Now, unless there's somebody who is like a troll or something, but this is the interesting thing that I saw. So this Facebook account, let me get that comment off there. Thank you, Justice for Summer. Do you have a channel or anything? We can link it or a Facebook page or anything like that. Woofy, I cannot find my clothes. Like, I'm living out of bags, so I don't. I wasn't happy that I wore this shirt, but it's okay. Okay, so these are several accounts that I'm showing you, but something interesting is she's using multiple accounts at one time. And I don't know why. It doesn't really mean anything, but it is still like noteworthy, So this one on September 14th, and then also 1 hour before I took the screenshot, which was September 30th. And then, she was on this one on September 19th. So it doesn't mean anything, obviously, but I still wanted to mention it. I think that's interesting. Why so many? I know a lot of times people forget their passwords and stuff, so maybe that's why. And they both, several others, seem pretty recent because they have pictures of Summer while she was missing. I wish. I'm not confident enough to have a channel of my own, but I'm always happy to help. You should definitely try. If you need any help getting started, I would reach out to me. I would love to help you. I can help you figure out. It's like a lot getting started. You don't know how to do thumbnails. You don't know how to edit. You don't know how to work StreamYard, and it's just really intimidating. And it's so hard to take that final step. So many people want a channel and they never just take that jump and do it. So my advice would be just jump in and do it. Hey, Amber. It could be fake accounts. Then I found this, which was I wanted to show you guys. So from 2010 about her sister, which I thought that was sweet. Then I grabbed a few pictures I did want to just share of Summer as a little baby. I actually found a video they posted on one of their old Facebooks, and you can hear Summer as a baby. It was from 2016, and you can hear a baby, and I'm assuming Summer, that would be the exact, 5 years ago. I can't wait to show you guys that. It's really cute. Like the baby noises that Amber's baby makes. I know, look at that, how pretty. The brother in the middle looks just like her. And then look at their faces. They're so cute. It looks like they're growling or something. It cracked me up. A couple of pictures, they have that same face. I think this one too. How cute is that, you guys? Oh, you're welcome. Justice for Summer. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm coughing. They do look healthy and happy. Hey, Marianne. Good to see you. And then here they are at church. And then this was from 2010 or 2016. Her sister, that post was 2010, but these photos here were from around 2016. I know, they are so adorable. Does that, and this, the boy in the middle, he looks so much like Summer. So much. On the left in the red, doesn't he? Okay, then let's see what else I grabbed. This was a post that Candace shared. If it's not that I don't play well with others, I just don't play well with, not really anything. But so then I started looking at Grandma's Facebook. And I did see that since Summer's been missing, she's been sharing a lot of other missing flyers for other kids. I feel bad for all of them too, justice for Summer completely. The youngest boy looks like Candace. Yeah, he does. And we can go back to that in just a minute. I want to go through these and then tell you guys. So I did reach out to Candace's mom, Candace, to see if she would come on my show. And, I told her, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. If there's any way that I can help, let me know, and would you like to give a statement or anything like that? She did say something. I took a screenshot so I could show you guys. Here. So you can see the end of my message. And then she said, sorry, not at this time. Love my grandkids with all my heart. So I thought that was sweet. And yeah. So I don't know. She shares quite a lot of other kids that are missing. When you're like something like this, now we don't know what happened, but I don't know how to word this. Well, any kind of tragedy, expect for it to happen to you, right? You see it happen, a couple people these things happen to, whether somebody dies of cancer or somebody overdoses or a child passes away or something like that, and you just don't see those things coming, and when it happens, it's just like pure shock. Like I've not went through a child dying or anything, but I know for me, when people have been diagnosed with cancer or things like that, it's just really shocking. It's hard to even grasp reality at first. Hey, insanely confused. Very nice way to ask Grandma Candace. Thank you, Marianne. I would think living there, the boys were worried they're next at any time. Yeah. I don't know, you guys. It's really sad. Now, I took some clips and I need to change into this old phone, or I can sound. I want to talk about this interview that Dawn did. So the Justice for Summer, do you know if they came to Tennessee to interview him, or did he fly out somewhere? I'm curious to know that. The quality of the interview was top notch. It was very good. I put it in the chat. Put it in there. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. Your son is adorbs. Is he around tonight? Bentley. And he's around. We'll probably get a visit from him soon. Oh, okay. So he did fly out somewhere or no, they came to Tennessee. Interesting. Hey, Danielle. What are you up to this weekend, Danielle? And how are you? They flew to Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, I really thought that was very good. I'm going to share it here again. And then we're going to watch a few things. And I want to talk to you guys about this. So Don has been super vocal, right? He's been posting on Facebook. He's done a lot of interviews. He's, very vocal. He's talked a lot. And a lot of times we don't see that. I mean, look at the laundry parents. Some people, they just don't want to talk at all in these circumstances. So I think that it's awesome that he has. Oh, yay, Bentley, great name. Thank you. Same old, same old. But it's given us a lot to talk about, right? Even going on other YouTube channels and then giving statements and stuff. And he's vocal, but not out looking. Yeah. So he's been super vocal and we've had a lot to talk about. But Candace hasn't really been very vocal at all. If you guys remember that first interview that they did, only because he's trying to control the narrative. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I was not happy with them when their prank happened. And I will say, when we're going through these clips, I have empathy for these people, but I have empathy for everybody. I can't help it. I'll cry. I'll tell you guys when, but there was a certain part of this. It broke my heart. Even talking about it just breaks my heart. You know, and I'm not saying that so don't take it just because I feel bad for him or anything in moments. Don't take it anyway, because I've really been fed up with them at points with the games that they're playing. Like, you are so lucky to have so many people on YouTube talking about your baby, and then you're going to prank them and you think that's funny, so yeah, just I've been attacked for so much lately when it comes to that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, over explaining, but you guys know what I mean. He won't allow her to speak because he feels she will spill the tea. See, now I've went back and forth. At times I've felt like, she was in control, and then vice versa. And I changed my opinion a lot. Where was she? Also, behavior panel went easy on Dawn. Yeah, they were super nice, very disrespectful. I like how Justice for Summer thinks. I agree. No matter your opinion on Dunny, get Summer's information out there. Thank you, Woofy. I'm sorry to hear that, Justice for Summer. That's awful. Okay, so we'll get started and then I'll go further. But what I was going to say was that Candace has not spoken very much. And when she has, it's almost been like from pressure, right? Like that first interview with the news. There was a lot of people very angry that she hadn't spoken out. And then she did that. And then there were still people wanting her to talk more. And then she goes on the interview room. And I feel like that's when, not everyone, but the majority of people did a real 180 with how they felt about her, because a lot of people were pointing the finger. And after that, it was a little bit of redemption. Now, I've went back and forth after hearing her on that phone call, fake crying like that. I don't know. I don't see how you could do that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. It really, really frustrates me. I always wanted a Bentley, and you have one. Yeah, he is much cooler than any car. But regardless, this is just conversation around the subjects. Thank you, Mark, so that we can keep her name out there and keep talking about it. And let's not forget about it just because, the next new case is out and, people are wanting to know about that. I want to know about that too, but I just think about summer and it's getting winter, like it's going to snow, and, I just don't want her out there. I just wish, I don't know. I just want to keep talking about her. So, did you see the look she gave Dawn in the only news? Yes. I think I have a clip of that right here in my StreamYard. Let me look. Because I've talked about that before. That was just, I don't know. Is it this one? I don't know, you guys. It may be this. It may not. So let's check.
Won't be able to, I'm blocked away where she can't be outside or play with a puppy or anything. Love nature, and it's that's my greatest fear, that she's not able to do any of these things anymore, or that she could possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the positive, because it's so easy to get.
Yep, that was it. Yeah, that was weird. It was like, hey, whoa, you're going off script. What are you talking about? I don't know. I didn't like that either. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Dave G. Yeah, so that was very strange. Okay, let's go to these clips of the interview so we can kind of talk about that some. Oh, hey, Misdemeanor. Hey, Maria. We kind of were just going over things that I'm sure you guys know. If you clicked on this video, you're interested in hearing about Summer. Just going over the things that we already know, kind of when she went missing, you know, the parents and the interviews that they've done. And now we're going to talk about the interview with the behavior panel. Yeah, that look was so weird. I don't know. I've screenshot it and looked at it several times. It just, I don't know. Can't trust anything both of them says after that bogus call to stepsister. Absolutely. That call was just, so frustrating. That I tried very hard to be very fair with them, and I still want to be, right? I don't want to be unfair, but after that, it's like, how can you not call that out? That's just disgusting. How can you do that? For one, you're tormenting this woman who all she's been through, and then you've got Dawn's dad worrying about what's going on, and it just, you trick all of YouTube who's been there and loved your baby and wanted the best for her and tried to help so much. It's just wrong. Oh my God, Allie, you just made my Alexa go off. I bet you do again reading this. Okay, I'm going to turn that off while we go through the clips because I have to watch it on this other one, to really hear. There are so many theories, but honestly, whatever happens, probably the simplest thing that's been in our faces this whole time. Yeah, I agree. We kind of tend to overcomplicate things when we're overanalyzing all of this, but that's all we have. I want to know how they're still free just due to, I know, Brenda, I'll just ask myself this question today. And then I had to tell myself, don't forget, Summer hasn't been found. So it's not like they have, a body or have found her in the hands of someone else who she's been sold to or something like that. And remember with Suzanne Morphew, how long it took. It was a year before Barry was arrested. So they didn't ask at fake. Hawkins County law enforcement is corrupt. The sheriff is Don's uncle. By blood on one side and by marriage on the other. Oh my God. I did not know that. I've seen a few YouTubers calling out calling out the sheriff and stuff. If I had to guess, an accident and drugs in their bodies got scared and hit her. That's kind of what I thought as well. Thank you, Dave G, so much for sharing those links and stuff. I really appreciate it. Hard not to suspect them when they act and say the most outlandish things. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go through this now because I really want to switch to this other phone, but I'm afraid that I'll be breaking out a lot, so I'm going to have to watch along on it. First, I want to show you guys this little clip of Summer as a baby. Yeah, it's really cute. You just hear her. You don't see her, but you just hear a baby cooing.
What this? What this? What this? What this? What?
Oh my God, is that not so precious? Hey, Caterpillar. I heard that, but I thought it wasn't true. Wow. Oh, you're killing me here. Was that not so stinking cute? Oh my God. Okay, now let's go on to the interview.
It went okay, you think, for the news people?
Who'd you talk to?
Channel 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been the guys who've been there before?
Yeah.
The British sounding girl of South Africa?
No, they sent different ones. I've met her before.
Yeah, I remember she had a weird accent for Tennessee.
Yeah. I don't speak very well, of course.
Oh, no, you're
fine.
We're Southern boys.
Yeah. So we're the same
I'm trying.
spot.
I mean, I've been through a lot of trauma when I was younger, and so I've had a lot of problem dealing with that kind of stuff, feeling less than human kind of thing most of my life, you know.
And Don, I think the piece that you want people.
So that's the one that I cried about. Just starting the interview, I just thought it's really sad that his whole life he's felt less than human and felt like he wasn't good enough and he wasn't normal and he wasn't enough. It doesn't excuse any bad behavior, but that's sad. That's really sad. Don said it himself. Thank you, Justice for Summer. Thank you so much. Yeah, I heard him talking about that. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I didn't hear the police, but I did hear him talking about how she would be bigger now and stuff. Which, you know, I think that, obviously, I don't think he's seen her or anything, so I just think he's assuming, and it just sounded weird, you know. But, sad. Okay, let's go to the next part. I bet Dawn was a bully as a kid. Oh, I just pulled out my earring. I don't know, maybe. It seems like he's kind of been sad his whole life. Like, that hurt me because, you know, when I was a kid, like, I never thought I was the best at everything, but my mom constantly told me how smart I was, how, you know, good I was at cheerleading, how pretty I was, how, you know, not, oh, you're the best out there, but you are enough, you're amazing. And every kid deserves that. So that's sad. I know couples who would give their all to have a gorgeous baby. Oh, I'd give my all to have her. I mean, for real. I'd give anything. I'd take her in a heartbeat. I can't have any more kids. A lot of people out there that can't have kids and have never been able to have kids. I've been lucky enough to have 2, but there's people out there who can't have them at all, you know, and I totally get what you're saying with that. They are using the Reed interrogation technique for this interview. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can you tell us some more about that, Dave? I don't know about that. Is that like when they're friends with you? But I know they told him in the beginning, like, you know, this is not an interrogation. This is not, I forget exactly what they said. Danielle said so would I. Absolutely. Mm-mm. Dave G, explain, please. Yes, Dave G. Please. I agree. Please explain. Oh, thank you, Central Florida mommies. Thank you for watching and being here and chatting. I'll have to watch the interview. I've never seen that channel, but heard good things. I hadn't watched it either, but I had heard about it before. I'm sick. Oh my gosh, Marian, I've been so sick. I don't know why I answered, like, in the middle of answering you, Wolfie. I'm sorry. But I'm going to watch more videos on there for sure because they did a really good job. I have been so stinking sick. And of course, I have to get sick while I go to my mom's to help and be with her while she's sick. And she's about to have surgery. I'm going to talk about it in the future. So I don't want to talk about it too much right now. But sorry for all the sniffles. Thank you. But yeah, I'm like, my mom has COPD and stuff anyway, so I've been really anxious about COVID. I mean, over washing hands all the time, Lysol all the time, you know, and then to come down here and get sick while I'm here, it's just like, I've been wearing a mask upstairs in her house because I don't want to get her sick. Oh, okay, they used it on Chris Watts. They put words in your mouth to do false confessions and cannot be used in most police forces now. Oh, wow. I took the course and it was never used in Canada. Interesting. Thank you. It's always only about Dawn. Brenda, and you know what? I agree to an extent, but I believe that's because he's the one talking. He's the one, because we want any information we can get. And he's the only one who's been talking. The police have been very tight-lipped. Candace has been very careful and tight-lipped. She knows what she's doing. She knows. I know she's got a little bit of street smarts. You can just see it in her. Dave G is very intelligent. Only thing he gets wrong is college football. I forgive you. Okay, let's do our next clip.
I didn't want my boys there.
Yeah, you don't know who's coming up.
Right.
I live in the middle of nowhere for a reason.
How old are the boys?
Huh?
How old are the boys?
12, maybe 10, on down to 8, I think.
Okay. And they're all, is Candace the mother?
I'm not boys, I'm not supposed to talk about them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you guys. Like my phone's a little bit delayed, so I was trying to watch with you guys. Can you guess why I took that clip? Anybody? And KNS, yes, I did. I heard about it, and I mentioned it in the beginning and said I didn't know if it was verified. And Justice for Summer actually said, yes, it is verified, and it's happening. And May Hazel, thank you for being respectful when you disagree. I love having people around me that disagree with me. I don't want to just think like everybody else. And like, I want to, I don't know, because how do we grow and change and learn more? And like, if we're not around some people who disagree with us, that's okay, KNS, no problem. But I love that. Like yesterday, I got a comment from someone and they're like, oh, you supported this channel? Well, I'm leaving. And I'm like, wait a minute. For one, okay, why are you announcing it? For two, just because, okay, my best friends in the world do stuff I don't agree with. Just because I share videos of a channel or I talk to a certain creator, or whatever, doesn't mean I agree with and co-sign everything they do. I mean, if they're a god-awful person, obviously I wouldn't talk to them at all. But, I just don't get why people are like that. It's like, let's surround ourselves with people who disagree so we can teach each other some, so we can debate, so we can learn and grow and change. And let's not get so offended over little disagreements. It's okay. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox, y'all. I'm sorry. So, yes, Mary Ann, exactly, the ages. He doesn't know how old they are. That is just, and I remember that coming up before in a different interview. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I'm sorry, I'll be like 5 seconds delayed after because I'm a little bit behind on like watching it on the other device.
It takes 45 minutes to get from there to my house.
Okay.
And so up 81 all the way, and that's where I was working. And previous to the day someone come up missing, I fired a guy because he was extremely out there. And,
what was he doing?
Yeah.
He was just out there.
What kind of out there? I know you got to be careful.
I think meth.
Okay.
I can't prove it.
Did he take that well?
No. He was extremely mad.
Did he know where you lived?
Yes.
And have you heard from or seen him since?
No. Our investigators have talked to him, and he's talked, I guess pretty well. But I mean, the day after Summer had come up missing, he called my boss and he was crying and saying some really oddball things. My boss has a really good memory, so he remembered every word of it. And,
like what was he saying?
Like, my kids, let's see, the hills have eyes. I got too close to that family. What was the others? I got too close, and my kids can't see me in the back of a police car again. See, he worked for us 7 years prior, and he went through all the different crews. And he worked with me for a while, and it's kind of the same thing happened.
How old is he?
He's like 36 now, I'd say, something more than there.
You don't know where he is, huh?
And he worked with me for a while, and it's kind of the same thing happened.
Oh. Okay, sorry, you guys. What are y'all's thoughts on this guy? Now, there's one more clip that's kind of about him. Let me go ahead and play that, and then we'll talk about it. Oh my gosh, I hope I get the right one.
That's how it is every day.
Yeah.
So, how many times had he seen Summer before?
A few times, and my wife was concerned about the way he was looking at her. She had red flags about that.
What did she say?
She said that he was just kind of looking her up and down, like, you know, it bothered her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she mentioned that to me before all this happened. So the very next day, she comes up missing around 6:30.
So when did you leave your house?
Okay. Danielle, I can play that one again. I need to be taking a note of how many so I don't repeat it. So I think we've played 4 so far, and that was on the third one. We'll replay it real quick. But so there was someone that Dawn worked with who was on drugs very badly, and he got fired. He was hallucinating and stuff like that at work, he says. So he says the next day after, you know, that was right before Summer went missing. And then the next day after, you know, she went missing, that 15th, I guess. So on the 16th, he called the boss crying, saying he got too close to that family, you know, and the hills have eyes and some really bizarre stuff. I want to know if this guy has really been checked out really closely. I want to think that the police would do that, obviously, but, you know, I just don't have the faith that they will. I want to know. I think that this needs to be something that we talk about more, and we make sure that he's been. Does anybody know? Dave G can come on anytime ever. I would love it. Anytime. So I'll play that clip for you again really quick. And then we'll talk about it some more. But you guys let me know if you've heard of, you know, this guy being ruled out.
It takes 45 minutes to get from there to my house.
Okay.
And so up 81 all the way, and that's where I was working. And previous to the day someone come up missing, I fired a guy because he was extremely out there. And,
what was he doing?
Yeah.
He was just out there.
What kind of out there? I mean, I know you got to be careful.
I think meth.
Okay.
I can't prove
it. Did he take that well?
No. He was extremely mad.
Did he know where you lived?
Yes.
And have you heard from him or seen him since?
No. Our investigators have talked to him, and he's talked, you know, I guess pretty well, but I mean, the day after Summer had come up missing, he called my boss, and he was crying and saying some really oddball things. My boss has a really good memory, so he remembered every word of it. And,
like what was he saying?
Like, my kids, let's see, the hills have eyes. I got too close to that family. What was the others? I got too close, and my kids can't see me in the back of a police car again. See, he worked for us 7 years prior, and he went through all the different crews. And he worked with me for a while, and it's kind of the same thing happened.
How old is he?
He's like 36 now, I'd say, something more than there.
You don't know where he is, huh?
I gotta come on for a second. Marianne said, Dave G, did you hear her? We would love it. That cracked me up. I do remember this guy being mentioned in the interview with Chris, but I don't remember them saying they rolled him out. But I am taking in like information all day. Like, you guys, like, it's something that I really love to do in my free time. So all day long, every day, I'm listening to some form of true crime, like in one way or another. Sometimes I'll watch some like makeup videos or news videos, but for the most part. Hello, Sandy Beach. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, Kim, are you serious? Okay, well, after we get done here, I'm going to link it in the description. I meant to do that already. It's in the chat, but you can't scroll but so far back. So at the end, I'll put the link again and you have to go watch it. It was really good. I've never seen that channel before, but I'm going to watch some more for sure. They did a great job. They were super professional, very like empathetic. It was good. Okay. I have questions about this guy. I don't either, Danielle. Sorry, not sorry. I grew up in lots of trauma. Only belonged because I had an amazing, loving daddy. I could never not put my kids first and before anyone. They'd never be able to get me quiet. I'm sorry to hear that, Brenda. Marianne, I saw the local news actually did like a little segment about the John Walsh show and I think that's on Discovery Plus. I need to show you a super funny TikTok because you get it. It applies to all of us here. Hey, Dana. Okay. Let's watch the next one.
Where they are. When was the last time you saw Summer?
That morning when I woke up, because she was sleeping in between me and her mother.
Okay. Did she wake
and
up?
I was kind of laying on her foot a little bit in the stove, and I was like, oh, my back.
Yeah. Did she wake up?
Did she wake up? No.
Okay.
No.
I was wondering what she said to you, the last thing she said. What are the last words she ever said to you? Do you remember?
I'm not sure if it was that night or not, but I remember, clearly, I was like, Summer, you got to sleep in your own bed. And then she come back with big old crocodile tears in her eyes, and she said, but Daddy, I want to be with you.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. I don't feel great, but I'm happy to be here with you guys. It's fun for me. I love it. Kim says, why do you think Candace isn't holding press conference to make public statements, etc.? Think of Natalie Holloway. And I read that in case you're wearing headphones and you're not watching. I don't know. I would be you would think you would use every resource. I mean, you would think. I've never been there, and I'm not. We all know you really never know till you're in that situation. But, a lot of parents do it. And I think you wouldn't be able to get me quiet either. You just wouldn't. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. And she has street smarts. She does. You can see it. And especially, you guys know, I've been really honest with you guys about my past. I'm in recovery 5 years in August. And I just know people like that. And she's street smart. She knows that the more you talk, if you have something to hide, even if you don't, let's say, she doesn't necessarily have to be hiding something that happened with Summer. She could just not want people to know about other parts of her life. Thank you, Danielle. I hope I said thank you to that. I think Summer looks so much like her dad. Yeah, at the end, I'll show you guys again the pictures I showed in the beginning. They are so, so cute. Hey, Amanda. Amanda Esvita has an awesome channel. She talks about Summer too. Definitely go check her out if you haven't. I wish Char was in here because she'll link her. I'll link her real quick. I think Candace is embarrassed after the fake call to marriage. She should be. That's embarrassing. It is. That. Be careful about what I say to you guys on here. It's on here forever, but that was awful. Okay. Amanda also covers the Gabby case and lots of cases, some that are not even known that much. So definitely please go check it out. Check it out. Her channel. There it is. There's the link. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Not that I think her dad is cute. Don should be street smart by now. Yeah, he should be. That's true. I just saw that. Hey, Kay. You're welcome, Amanda. Why do you think Don would get Candace drunk and passed out, then do all these YouTube lives? He's outside each and every time. In some lives, you could hear Candace cussing. Yeah, I know. And, you know, that goes back to him saying there that Summer slept in the bed with both of them every night. And, you know, we've heard many things about her passing out, you know, and things like that. So, I don't know. We can only speculate, and when you do, it's dark. So... let's play the rest. I only have 3 more, and then we'll go back, look at some of those pictures, talk about, you know, whatever about the case, and then, yeah, that's it. So let's get through these quickly.
What did Candace say about that morning? What was she doing?
You know, I hadn't really heard from her except for she had to go to town to fill her mom's prescription. And so I called at some point because I was going to go home, and she says, well, we're still got to wait for the prescription. And
what was she getting?
Something for her mother. I can't remember.
Well, you don't know what the prescription was?
I can't remember. But so they was at the lake, and then Hunter and his, I guess they went, she called and says, come by the house, you know, and then she begged to take Hunter to the lake with them so they could swim a little bit.
Yeah.
Seen them videos, and then I took her back, and they said everything was okay in that situation between now.
Yeah.
Which situation?
Sir?
Which situation, sir?
With Hunter, Allie, and Candace. I took Hunter to the lake. Everything seemed to be
Yeah, I saw the little video of them playing in the water.
Yeah, everything was fine.
Yeah. And then what happened? I mean,
well, when Summer, you know, when they went back home and everything, and then, you know, now I wasn't there, of course.
Right.
But according to my wife's story, which I believe.
Yeah, you ever had a reason to not believe it?
No,
okay.
And with her emotions, she's this close to going off the edge. It's bad.
I'm sure
it's bad.
It's hard.
And so there's no way, in my mind, I believe her.
So, and you.
Okay, so a couple things from that clip there. I'll be really interested to see when they analyze, because I'm not a body language expert. You know, all I know about it is little bits and pieces of what I've watched on, like, the Chris Watts interview and, you know, the things that, like, duping delight and the things most of us hear about. But whenever he asked him what the prescription was, and I'm glad he asked that, because there has been rumors about maybe what it was. The way he rubbed his eye like that, it didn't seem that he was crying, but then after, they did kind of look red. So I can't really say, but I think that it'll be interesting to see what they say. And that's funny. This pin does kind of remind me of Lisa Frank. Yeah, they are calm, cool, and very serious looking. I like that too. They were welcoming, but also serious. Now, at the end, when they ask, do you have any reason not to trust Candace? Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie is a friend of mine. I'm going to have to link her channel too. I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to support the people that, that I know are good people and that deserve it. So I'm going to link her channel. Now, her channel is more of like, well, she's a registered nurse, but also she's been through a lot in the mental health. I don't know. I don't want to say, too much, but it's has to deal with mental health and different things. She can put it in here. If you have a child going through issues with mental health or other things, oh, thank you, Woofy. She's, been through that, and she's really great at, I went again. She'd be a really awesome resource if you're going through something like that. Being from UK, I am loving your accent. Thank you. So at the end, when he says, are you sure you can trust Candace? He says, if, she's been like super emotional right now. She's pretty much about ready to lose it. Just because she's ready to lose it doesn't mean anything. Regardless of what happened, in all possibilities, anything, she's going to be severely stressed out. So that doesn't really say much to me, but Candace showed Summer's mattress laying on the basement floor. He said that's where Summer slept. It's like Candace didn't sleep there. Where did the boys sleep? They didn't show that. Yep, you're right, Dave. And that Dawn says that Summer has slept with him her entire life, every single night. And he's repeated this story about laying on her foot. That's something that he's said a couple times. I've noticed that. He didn't know the boy's age. Margaret, that's one of the first clips I played because I just couldn't believe that. He's like 10, I think, maybe 8. I don't know, somewhere in there. Like, interesting, he called it my wife's story. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Thank you, Marianne. Oh, thank you, Dave, for linking CDT. Being from Texas, I love Allie's accent. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for helping me. I really appreciate it. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to wait before I play the last one just to kind of talk to you guys and see what you have to say. That creeped me out from jump when he said about her sleeping with him. Yeah, I know. And I don't know if it was the first time he said it, but one of the times that he talked about that was right after. Thank you, Dave. I was wondering if I was going to get Amber's link too. Thank you. Right after we heard about, the stuff with his sister and everything. So it was super concerning. Now, in this interview, Marianne, they do mention the boys and how he says it was unsafe for them there. Psychics were coming and stuff. And I think that he's kind of making excuses to why they're gone, because after that, he says that, oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. After he says my brain just completely quit working. Oh yeah, about them not being safe. That's funny. He says that he was good. I don't remember his words. These are my words. Basically that he was like going wild. He was partying a lot and stuff. So he was kind of making it seem like they were gone because of something that wasn't his and Candace's fault. But then he followed it up with, how wild he had gotten and how like out of control things got for a moment there. Candace gave up 2 kids and also said she didn't want any girls. I was actually listening to something before this about her kids before. So Zav Girl uploaded today a video where someone in the chat was actually friends or knew Candace from the area that she grew up in and knew the family, and she kind of answered a lot of rumors, cleared up some things. It's a really good watch. You guys should check it out. CPS does allow parents visits, but I wonder, I'm sure in some cases they don't, I don't know. he did say in his interview after, about the psychics and they were unsafe and everything. He said that there was a gag order on the boys and he couldn't talk about it. I just watched that video on Zav's channel. Well, here it is in the chat if you guys hadn't seen it. It's pretty good. It sickens me that she described the truck and what the man looked like, and not one time did they come back and show her any type of mugshots. The guy that was like looking at Summer weird, is that the same guy that worked with Dawn that he was talking about? I lost that round. Gotcha. Yeah, thank you, Kay. I really appreciate that very much. I thought they moved the boys out of state, or was that BS from that phone call thing? I think we just don't know. I bet it was BS, but I don't know. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Thank you. Okay, let's watch the last clip.
Okay. I got you.
So you drove from, I'm just trying to get my head around what kind of gap you have in time between the time you saw her and the time you got back.
I probably made it home in half the time it normally would, because I almost lost it in one curve. And I was able to pass in double yellow line all the way without hindrance of any kind. I was able to fly and didn't get stopped one time, or didn't have to slow down not once. So I know I made it in probably at least 25 minutes.
Were the cops there when you got there?
I think there might have been one or two cars, if I can remember right. But when I first come to the house, I knew they was looking all over the top of the hill. Mm-hmm. So I drove straight to the bottom property and down to the creek. Mm-hmm. And I noticed my neighbor walking this way around the hill, and I seen my three boys together on this side of the hill, and my heart just sunk right then. I knew she was gone. I knew it. Yeah. I knew she was gone. Because I knew, and it's 25 minutes later and nobody's found her, she's gone. So I turned around, went back up to the top, and I think there was one or two cop cars there, if I remember right. And they started asking all kinds of questions. I kept trying to tell them she's gone, she's not here. And
that one's weird. I don't know, you guys. That one, I just felt the tension, not even being there. It's like you can feel it. And Stephanie, I do think you're right. So they will move, from what I've heard, they will move, like a child can go with a family member out of state, let's say, but then they're going to be doing a lot of driving back and forth, and they'll be like checking in with the local people, and that is rare. That's if this child's been taken and the person that's getting them just happens to be out of state. Sometimes in some states they won't do it. I know I watched a girl on here who has a prison YouTube, and she had her baby in prison and her mom lived out of state and they would not let her mom get it. But I have heard of certain cases they do. But I mean, who would be the person out of state that would even happen? I don't see that. I believe that you're most likely they're going to be in Tennessee. Denise, yes. I've wondered that, and there's been moments where I've thought that, but, and maybe he is, I'm not saying he's not. I don't know. He's been really vocal. He's been, he's not been hiding. One of them hasn't really been very vocal, but he's been really vocal about a lot of things. But that fake call, I just don't see it. If your child is out there missing, I don't see it. I don't know. If you got, okay, let's do a poll. And no judgment. If you totally think he's innocent, that is okay. I'll hear out anybody and anything. But I want to know, put a 1 in the chat if you think Dawn knows more. Put a 2, just Dawn. A 2, just Candace. a 3, neither of them, and a 4, both. So Dawn 1, Candace 2, neither 3, both 4. Remember the first cop saw a speeding yellow vehicle and responding to the initial call. Oh. It seemed like he wanted to say they took her, but yeah, I know. It was weird the way he said that. I know, Stephanie. That's awesome. They found that baby like 4 or 5 days later. Okay, let's look at the poll. I hope I didn't miss any comments. I don't like doing that. Dawn, Candace, neither. Couple both, several both. Marianne says just Dawn. Alice says Candace. Both. Dawn or both. Wolfie. 2 and Grandis. Interesting, you guys. I think both knew what happened and they both need to be in jail. Crazy cat lady. Hey, girl, I'm a cat lady too. Mark. Yeah. I don't know. I've went back and forth, and I've even, like, if you go back to my first videos, the person that I had the real suspicion of, like, questioning was Grandis, because she was at, both cases of Rose and her. She was the only one that was around for both. What do I think? I don't know, you guys. I think something different every day. So I used to really question her. And then, I also questioned Candace. She did the interview with the interview room. I had second thoughts. And then, Don, he says a lot of bizarre stuff, which has me always side-eyeing him permanently. And then, then that call. That is the thing for me that really made me think, okay, they both know exactly what happened. And now I've even went back on that. But I will say that phone call, that prank phone call, it bothers me. That's the thing I can't get over. Your baby's out there and you're using the resources for that shit. You think it's funny? Do you think that's funny to prank your sister who's already been through enough? Your dad, all of YouTube, do you guys remember when that happened? It was like 2 days of craziness. We're all constantly on our phones checking, and I don't know. So I have a hard time, and then the inconsistencies. So, Candace is only in the store for, 5 seconds and barely gets anything, but then she has enough groceries to separate and even get some help with and stuff once they get home. There's so many things. Make Alex side-eye you. Oh, what did I say? Oh, you messed up when you say, I get what you're saying. I'm like, wait, what did I say? To me, I just can't imagine they'd hurt their children. And then I think, what if they didn't? What if they have nothing to do with it? They're just not good with people and these kind of situations, and they drink and do drugs and stuff, so that could possibly explain the prank phone call. But it's like, I don't know. If they didn't, I feel bad for them. And I know other cases where people have been blamed by a lot of people, and they're not involved. And it's happened many times. YouTube that's one bad thing that happens with true crime and YouTube. A big creator could point something out or, point the finger at somebody, and it may not even be accurate at all, but then so many people grab onto it. And so I don't know. I don't know, y'all. All I know is that Summer is still missing, and the police haven't told us anything for a long time. And now we have like Dr. Phil and all these people getting involved. It's getting ready to be wintertime, and I hope and pray that maybe like it's possible. There's adoptions that happen under the table and stuff all the time. And that would be like great if she was adopted by a family who would have paid a lot of money for a little girl and just wanted a baby to love and stuff. But I don't know, you guys. I don't want to stop talking about it just because it's the cool thing to do. I don't want to just, that's all I know. I want to talk to you. I love sitting here debating this stuff with you guys, going over it, and keeping her name in our mouths, on our minds. Mark, you're one for sure. What did Mark share? I missed it. Was it Stephanie's? I don't know. I can't. I'm so behind. I hate getting behind, though, because I really want to see all of your comments. I feel, that's one of the best things about YouTube. The prank call bothers me, too. Yeah, absolutely. You're worried about a mole or someone who's leaking stuff right now? I don't know. I think something was wrong with Summer when she was in the backseat of the truck. That's an odd picture. And, isn't it weird? I had Think for Yourself. That's a channel, a girl named Megan. She has it's a different channel, but she does a great job. She kind of does like from the conspiracy side of things. Oh, hold on. Ah, I got to beat you to it, Woofy. She said, isn't it odd that, her last photo is like on milk and the missing kids go on a milk carton, which, that photo, there's something about it that I don't know. I don't like. And then you see like around the belt, it kind of looks like there's some discoloration, which, you can let your mind wander there, and it's not good. In my opinion, Dawn Candace and Grandma Candace know the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why of Summer's disappearance. There's no excuse that covers them. They're beyond slide. Might have been ran over on accident. Yeah, possibility. For sure. Like at the pond or something. If an accident happened and they panicked, that's possible. Very true, Woofy. They aren't begging for information. Yeah. Does anybody know, were they saying like the reward money would be taken away if she wasn't found in a certain amount of time? You're right, Ann. You are absolutely right, Aunt Tolly. That's my wish. She was adopted into a loving family. I don't know either. What was the main point of the John Walsh show, you said? Marianne, I haven't actually watched it. It's on Discovery Plus. I want to watch it, but I've watched like a few things about it, and her local news, what I watched, they put out a video mentioning that it was going to be covered on that show and stuff like that. What happened to that big red tote in the back of the truck? Summer is gone and the red tote was never shown again. She did leave the state ASAP. And that was another thing that bothered me. You've been through your child being missing. No, she wasn't a baby. She was an adult. But still, it's your baby. And you've been through that, right? And then your other baby has to go through that. You would think you would be the perfect person to be there for support and guidance and love. And, you wouldn't want to leave just in case something happens. So I don't know. Amber, no, I've never heard of that. I live near the wells. Oh, cool, Charlotte. Interesting. Wait, on my side, Woofy, it says I did it first. So why haven't they been interviewed again? Which one's Marianne? Don, I'm going to link it after the show, and I've put it before. He just did this interview that we're going over now. That was like 2 days ago it came out. It was an accident and they hit it. No, it changed 1 year now. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Christy Lou. Sandy Beach, there were dogs there. Now, what I heard, which is not like from a verified source, so it could be not, nothing. I heard that the dogs quit at the end of the trail by the house. I'd be curious to know. I know you guys know. You can put it in the chat. They extended the reward money for 2 more months. Thank you, Dave G. I hope Dr. Phil talks to Candace and not Dawn. I hope Candace goes and doesn't stay home. She went, right? I don't hand trophies out willy-nilly. Yeah, if you guys missed it, I did ask Grandis if she wanted to come on and talk about it or give a statement, and she declined, but I'll show you guys again what she said. I scare you. What are you talking about? My Grandis's brother was in jail and is out now. I always wondered if he had something to do with the first one. Okay. I think his name was Warren. They talked about that on that video. So a person from the community went on Zav Girl's show, and that's the one I linked a few minutes ago. Dave, you should go listen to that if you haven't heard it yet. A missing 3-year-old girl from Augusta County, Virginia, now being presumed dead by police. Her mother is in jail and gave her to a friend. The friend was reported missing after the altercation with her boyfriend. Mom let the COs know that the missing woman, Candy Royer, had her daughter. Oh my gosh, Amber, I hadn't heard of that, but I'll have to look that up. Hold on 1 sec. I'm going to screenshot it. Ah! Did y'all... Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I got it now, though. I'll definitely check it out. After hearing Grandis left Candace and her sister as children, I understand how cold she really is. One of my grandkids goes missing, I'd clear out this freaking town. Yeah. If one of my kids went missing, I was thinking today when I was going through this interview, like, how do you even go to sleep at night? How do you lay down and rest, like, without knowing that they're safe? And I don't know. I mean, and I know you have to. You don't know how that you're even probably getting through, and you just do. But, oh my gosh, Amber. That's crazy. I'll definitely look into it. That's awful. Protesters there. What real evidence is there from Summer coming home from the lake? And why was she in her school clothes outfit? That's another thing that really bothered me. Why in the hot summer are you putting her in like that kind of outfit? For one, pants and everything, and also her that usually you're like, don't touch it, don't touch your shoes you're wearing the first day, nothing, so it's all looking fresh and clean. That is, I don't like that. Hey, Meet Me. Hey, Cheryl, love you too. Where is the pillow she was sitting on? Big meanie. It's local to me, whole family in DSS Felder. You know what? A lot of these cases that we talk about, and I have a TikTok, which is where I started making videos, and once I grew there to a certain amount, I came to YouTube. YouTube is always what I wanted to do. It was just kind of intimidating, and so on my TikTok I've covered a lot more than I have here, and I will say it's so common in those cases of children I covered that CPS or DS, whatever it is where you're at, failed them. They were either should have been looking or were and weren't looking close enough, or, had gotten so many calls and didn't go out. Just, there's a real problem there that that whole system needs to be reworked. But don't so many of our systems, like the jail system, there's everything needs to be completely redone, in my opinion. Charlotte, I did actually covered that on my TikTok, Evelyn. Now I haven't heard anything recently. I know that didn't she have court and she's going to be going to trial soon, but I don't know anything else. But if there's something new, definitely let us know. Missing is worse than knowing, in my opinion. I cannot imagine. Whew. Yeah. Because even if something bad happened and you know, then you know. But that wonder, like you don't know and you're wondering. Yep, I agree, Cheryl. Me too. I wonder why they were in Pennsylvania. Addie, I believe they're there right now at the Dr. Phil show. Oh, cool. I didn't know that, Stephanie. Thank you. Okay, I'm so far behind. My son is 15. And I pace if he is late coming in. Absolutely. My parents, I worried them sick. I was wild and really wild. And I have so much guilt for what I put them through. Like, I can't imagine. Oh, thank you, Dave G. So much. I appreciate that. That's really sweet. You guys are so awesome. I swear, like, thank you guys for being here and helping me. Those of you that help me, and just, like, it's such an awesome part of my life. It gives me a lot. I don't know. I just love it a lot. Thank you. Why hasn't law enforcement interviewed them all again? They should. They're being very quiet. I wonder, I've seen a lot of people calling them out. I really wonder, I don't know. At first we were getting press conferences and things like that. Oh, thank you, Anna Banana. Yes, I remember her blaming it on her mom. And I mean, so many different stories. And, then her mom's in that car that she and her boyfriend gave her. Just crazy. I really will be looking forward to the trial. I don't know when Dr. Phil will air. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. It's so confusing to me too, Christy Lou. Do they get paid for doing Dr. Phil? I don't think so. Because I had a friend who was going to be on the show, and they were talking back and forth to a producer. And no, but they do get like their trip paid for, and, they get a vacation out of it. They get to go like to California and a nice hotel and their food and their trip and stuff. So you got married at 15? Holy moly. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you so much. I love you guys, Danielle, so much. You're wonderful. Like, when I see your names, like, you're just so many of you in here. It's like we have like a real friendship, like a bond, and it's just so awesome. I don't know, like, if you're having a hard time or stress or whatever, it's like you can just get away for a second on your little phone in your pocket or whatever. And like, yeah, YouTube has been like a huge support for me throughout the last several years. And then, like, even before I had a channel, it was big to me, but even now it's like huge part of my life, and very thankful for it. He had strangled her. People thought he had killed her. They were found with loads. Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing that, Amber. The car was paid in cash. The Subaru, I've wondered how they afforded that. September 26, 2022. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Addie. Dang. That's a long time. Oh, so I'm in look, I'm in the little spare bedroom at my mom's house. I have like little Halloween decorations put up for the kids, but I'm like on a futon. And then they have these weird doors that are like super thin that come apart like, I don't know, that you pull them apart. We are friends. Yeah, absolutely. Grandma T, if they're not, Dr. Phil will call them out for it. I'm usually listening while cleaning. I do that too, Amber. Like earbuds in all day long. I love having all of you guys in here, but yeah, he's awesome. Your show only is comforting because of you. Oh, thank you, Marianne. No, because of you guys. Are you kidding me? If it wasn't for you guys, it would be nothing. Probably send them both off to the ranch once they start talking. We'll see. It'd be cool if they did. Accordion doors. For the kids, sure. I even have these little, like, I wonder if you can see them. We've got all the pillows and stuff stacked on the bed, but see the little skeletons on the curtain? For me, too, of course. Halloween's like the funnest holiday of all to decorate for. And then Christmas is pretty good, too. Hey, Nikki. Christy Lou. That's funny. Thank you, Marianne. I'm going to do a live talking about that. I just have to prepare myself. Struggled with the timeline. Yeah, me too. And it seems that story, there's a lot of missing time, and the story, there's a lot of inconsistencies. I'll show you guys that weren't here. I did text Grandma, ask her, we'll go through a few of those pictures and then I'll go for the night. And I'll come back really soon. I have a lot of things I want to talk about. All those, oh my gosh, we got all those interviews in the Lori Vallow case. Lori, Alex, Zulema, Melanie, Tylee. I want to talk about those. And then, the Gabby case is going crazy. There's a few other cases I want to talk about. That influencer, Kashawn Sims, that was missing. She was found in a hospital. Thank God. That little baby you guys were talking about was found. He was 3. And he wandered off and was found in the woods like 5 days later, and he's fine. I mean, a freaking miracle. It's crazy. 1 a.m. here in the UK. Oh man, Kay. I'm up late watching YouTube too. I need to send you for you. What's your Halloween costume, Cheryl? Yeah, there is some awesome people in here. I don't know, Big Meanie. That would be awesome. I wonder if they would agree to it, though. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, I'm sorry. I bet that changed Halloween forever. Make worms for your kids. Use straw bunched together with elastic bands and pour Jell-O inside them. Oh, how cool. I want to try that. That seems pretty easy. Did you get to check out? No. Oh my gosh. Sandy Beach, please message me when this is done and remind me, because I really, really want to watch that. Okay, let's go through these pictures again. So, first, I want to play the video of Summer, like, as a baby. So, this was on Candace or Dawn, one of their Facebooks from 2016. So, I'm assuming that it's Summer. It would make sense. Perfect time period. But so cute.
What this? Forty. 40. 40. 40.
Oh, cute though, precious. It just get like she's a real person, and it's important that we don't forget about her. Nikki, thank you for being here even for just a moment. And I hope you have a good day because it's daytime there. Right? I think so. Okay. Then, maybe a little closer. Then I did message Grandma Candace. She didn't want to do an interview, but she did say, I love my grandkids with all my heart, which I thought was, that was sweet. That was, I was happy to see that. Not that it means anything. It's really not. This was like you see, September 30th. I didn't come on here and do like a breaking news. It's not a big deal, but it's still something worth mentioning to you guys. What do you mean, Woofy? You guys are not just like names to me. You're people that I care about, my friends that mean the world to me. Of course, I remember that stuff, especially you. I talk to you every day. I talk to a lot of you guys every day. Okay, then we have a few pictures of Summer as a baby, and I'm still curious. Why is Candace using more than one account at the same time? Oh, look at them babies. I can't help but laugh looking at that, like their little faces. Looks like they're about to growl. It just reminds me of Bentley. He's just like that. Like he's really rough and rowdy. Hey, Gigi. Thank you so much, Gigi. I remember your name too. Marge, yeah, she really was doing a good cry on that prank call. Grandis uses multiple accounts too. What in the world? Let me take that. Oh, how cute are they though? And then that little one, the one on the left in the red holding Summer, is like an identical, like, gosh, you guys, he looks so much like her. And then there they are at church, or like, looks like they're going to church. It's very weird to see Candace in like those kind of girly clothes to me. And then there she is, like back in the day around the time Summer was born. Yeah, and that's it, you guys. That's pretty much all I've got. And yeah, they are adorable. So yeah, this is where I found that she's using multiple accounts. So she has, these, which I don't know, Summer could have been the main picture on that one before she went missing. So who knows how old they are. But then this one, she posted on September 19th. And then this one she used on September 14th. And then 1 hour before I took the screenshot on September 30th. So in between those two dates is when she was on this one, So I don't know. That's weird. I've had the same Facebook account for the last 10 years. And do not go look, please, you guys. But I have like the most embarrassing childhood, like early 20s partying pictures, craziness on there. Like I've had it since 2007, the same Facebook. And I know people forget their passwords a lot and start new ones, but to actively use more than one at one time, it could be a fake, like pretending to be her, but then I don't know. My heart stopped and I burnt my hands all on October 24th. Oh my gosh. You better stay home on that day and don't do anything. Bet they fly to New York and don't come back. Oh, that's their wedding. Okay. Aw, thank you, Coat of Many Colors. Hey, actually, wait a minute. I have that when she posted they were married. It was this year. Hold on. When she hold on. I know I do. I remember. I'm so sorry for all the sniffles. I know that's annoying. I can't help it. It's better than all the coughing I've been doing, though. It's uploading the screenshot of where she's posted about them being married. Here we go. So that was this year. You know, this is one of the accounts that she's using multiple of. That fake call freaked me out. No trust now from me. Mark, I completely agree. 100%. Dr. Phil, I believe, is in Hollywood. Meet me in California. No, I didn't, but thank you. I thought it looked lighter too. I really don't know. Maybe it's the lighting in here. Thank you though. I want to do something to my hair. I haven't dyed it, highlighted it, anything for years. It's just the color that grows in on my head. Have you heard that strange song, Take Me to Church? I worship like a dog. That's something, something, something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the words. And you can sharpen your knife. Something. Good God, let me give you my life. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I like that song, but it... me. Thank you for coming in, Coat of Many Colors. I know you're going through a lot right now. I appreciate it. Oh my God, keep singing. All right, you guys. I better go. I've been on here for a while now. But it was super fun hanging out with you guys and talking about all this stuff, and y'all get to listen to me sniffle in the mic, like right in the little microphone thing. I don't think Dr. Phil came to them. What I've heard is that they are on their way to California, but I don't know. Only know Allie a tiny bit. What did Woofy say? No, she doesn't highlight. It does look lighter in this room. Hope it's not getting gray. Then I'm dyeing my hair, y'all. Bentley's upstairs. He needs it. I hope he's already ate, but he's upstairs with his brother. Being pretty good. We'll dress her in. I don't know. Do they give them the outfits and stuff? Thank you for watching, May Hazel. Thank you, Sandy Beach. I talk to Sandy Beach pretty much every day, and Coat of Many Colors every day. I don't know the day of the big premiere, but I can't wait. I'll light a candle for summer. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for your help, and thank you for being awesome and interactive in the chat. And yeah, thank you. And making everybody laugh here and there. I can eat and then call you. Well, good too. You just said that and jinxed yourself. All right, y'all. Yeah, I know. Then he's going to start acting up and being crazy. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, I think it's a light, but I don't know. I love you guys, Danielle, you and all of you. Thank you. In the words of John Lennon, let it be your beautiful hair that is. Oh, thank you. Love you, Danielle. Bye, Marianne. Love you. Love you all. Thank you for being here. And I mean that, y'all. When, I know I mean it. I love you guys. You guys are just, you mean everything to me. Seriously. Thank you for keeping me sane, hanging out and talking about all this stuff. Not thinking I'm too crazy when I sing, like, and don't know the words and all that stuff. But yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for, like, always being respectful in the chat and making it such an awesome place for people to be. I've had many people tell me that my chat is just so, welcoming and kind and loving and stuff. And I really appreciate that, you guys. But anyways, I hope you have an awesome weekend. I don't know when I'll be back, but it'll be soon because we have a lot to talk about. But yeah, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.